Right, there we go. Okay. Hi, good evening everyone. I hope you're all okay. I hope you've had a lovely Monday. Over here, I'm just finishing up work today, so I finished up work a few minutes ago. And, so an update. This morning, so after I finished the last stream, I went on to go get on with Valheim bullshittery. Sorry. I just realised I bit in my tongue. Done something to my tongue. Weird. Anyway. So I've been working on Valheim bullshittery. I've been editing it today. It's been going fine. So I haven't yet reached the text and the keyframing part of it, so the hand animation. I'm still working on cutting the thing together. I've got a lot to do. I've managed to... Oh, fuck. I forgot exactly how far through I was. I think I'm probably on the 12th minute or so, out of, like, 45 minutes? So I'm steadily chopping through it, and I'm sort of putting all the clips in place and trimming them. It's going fine. I imagine it's going to take me the rest of the week, so going through and, getting an end-to-end watchable video. I mean, it might be so watchable that I could just, render it and put it up on Patreon for those who wanted to watch it without the text, but obviously it would be massively spoilery and wouldn't have any of the animations that make bullshitteries, pop. But anyway, it might be possible. It depends how, how much of it is sort of, I suppose, sort of earmarked for work, I guess, earmarked for animations and stuff. Right, 1 minute. Hang on. Refreshing that, going there. Right. Okay. Oh. Hang on. Oh. I did see that news. Yeah, what a shame. What a shame indeed. It's me in a dogging zone with my telescope. Yeah, looks like I'm the last hope, Garfield. Yeah. Just me and my Dobsonian. Right. Anyway, so welcome back to Captain... Is it Captain? Captain of Industry. For those not familiar, the game is very settlers, frankly. Conveyor belts are on the way, at which point I'm told it gets very Factorio, but it's like an industrialized settlers with lots of trucks going around instead of little villages. So those familiar with those sort of logistics Factorio-style games will see the the obvious parallels with your assemblers working away, with your forges working away. Over here we've got oil refineries, so getting started. What seems to be the difference is, one of the elements that they're focusing on is the ability to terraform, as in to mine big, deep pits for resources that you're getting. So this was me starting with coal, and of course subsequently having to move that material. It's not just consumed in its entirety. Some of it is, but we're going to have to move this dirt. Like if we're going to access other places, especially that crater full of resources, I presume we're going to just have to dig through that shit. Oof. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Lulu's fine. Hang on. There we go. Share some Lulu. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gradually expanding. So we did set up... So this is a limestone quarry for our limestone. Seems to be fairly accessible. We were digging into the coal. I just learned how to make a pit, you see. So with a ramp. Good. So we're digging into the coal. Plenty of coal being stockpiled. So what I need to do is I need to try and get the rubber operational over here. So a rubber maker. Maybe I should rethink this pipe work, or at least learn how to do the elevated pipes so the cars can drive underneath them. Okay. You can dig a trench from the sea to the crater, says Thiefy. Oh yes, I probably could dump the poo in the crater if I wanted to. Right now we're dumping our waste just here, literally just stockpiling it into the ocean here, and we're also over here. We're putting the spill from the refinery here, so it was being dumped into the sea. Okay. So you know what I think I need to do? I think I need to figure out a way. All right, honey. Hang on, she's struggling. Oh, done. I think she's fine. Okay. So, what have we got? So a basic distillery. Okay, so crude oil, not enough input. Okay. Should I separate these pipes, maybe? Diesel. What's that? Are these two separate diesel things? And that's the wastewater. So maybe I should flip it around and send the wastewater sideways easily. What is she doing? You alright, honey? You gonna vomit? You gonna throw up, sweetie? No, I think she's fine. Yeah, I love you too. Hello, my darling. Yes. I love you. Yeah. Hi there, Great Barrier Queef. Yeah, she's an old girl now. She's 10 years old. Yes. You an old girl? Show the camera your grey face. You. Have you dipped your face in some flour? Is that what you've done? That's what you've done. You've dipped your face in a bag of flour. Yeah, she's okay. She's hanging in there. It's a dumping site, isn't it, that I'm doing? Let's see if that works. I think they'll dump rubbish there over time and free them, maybe. Okay. Yeah, where's the dog gone? She's bogged off. Alright. Okay, so, sorry, one thing at a time. So I need to figure out how to... Yeah, so focus on this, please. Oh, good. Fluid storage, wastewater. There we go. So please take the surplus wastewater from here, dump it here, and then I'll rebuild the pipe and try to do it raised this time. Or maybe swing the basic distillery round. Not enough fuel to refuel. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Just these two. Okay. Thank you, Bledlow. Right. I can use Unity to teleport them. Can I? Recover. Oh, yeah. The vehicle will be disassembled and reassembled at the nearest depot. Okay. Why do I get the feeling that's like, fuck, we've got to give our players a way of fixing our vehicles get stuck. We'll make it a power-up, that you can spend Unity to do. Genius. It's not a bug. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's get this emptied. Alright. I must admit, very busy day. Yeah, for those joining, I was, so working on Valheim bullshittery. It's going fine. It's going well. Hi there, SWAT Knight. Hi there indeed. I need to sort out my maintenance, do I? 41% maintenance. Okay. What does that mean? Maintenance. Top consumers. Pickup trucks. Lots of them need maintenance, do they? Along with the excavators. Okay. So presumably we need parts for that, don't we? So this maintenance bay. Aha, it's waiting for electronics, which I never set up, I believe. Okay. So we're going to have to sort that out then. Presumably we've run out of electronics. I wonder if for now, can we set up any sort of quick trade or something for electronics? Electronics? No, I don't think we can. What about trade with a village? A village? Any electronics? No. Okay. There's some copper though, just in case we need that to make electronics. Make a note. Okay, so if I go here, set recipe, electronics. Yes, I can. Okay, so it's rubber, darn. Rubber and copper, neither of which I really have yet. That's a pickle. Okay, so we need to prioritize getting this rubber done then. So rubber, set recipe. So we don't have sulfur, so it's just going to have to be coal and diesel. Makes rubber and then waste water. Okay, so it's not going to be efficient for now, but we'll work it out later. Working. Oh, did I accidentally remove the remove request? Alright. Yeah, so it's not going to be efficient for now, but let's just get it hooked up. Okay, so what do I want? I want to go storage, transport, a pipe. And from here... No, wait, it's the other way, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, the pipe's not being omnidirectional is a little confusing. So I want it to go pipe connector here. No, wait, that's not correct. Here? And then pipe out. And that's in. Oh, I'm with you. It needs to be from here. Okay. Here. So while I'm here, how do I raise it? Oh, there we go. Ah, I gotcha. The same way as you do ramps and shit. Right, so keep it low until we get to around about like here, I presume. Then raise it to let the trucks go under. To like here. And then lower it like that. Indeed, Dud. I've no doubt. Sorry, this comes up a lot with No Man's Sky. I'm aware that the zeitgeist is such that it's a company that has restored their reputation based on their conduct, but I find myself unconvinced. Yeah. I find myself unconvinced by the initial display and the subsequent justifications of why it was justified. I think it's because of my days in software dev. Yeah, there's a level of ick that I'm just like, maybe not. Maybe a different game. Not saying there's no such thing as redemption. I'm just saying that it's, you know, there's a lot of lying. A lot of just outright lying. That I think most people are a bit too quick to sweep under the rug there. Hang on a minute. Sorry, what do you want, sweetie? You've eaten all the good treats, I'm afraid. You've only got your nibbly treats for the walkies. Yes. And you have had your walkies. Can I give her a good treat? Do I have a good treat? Hang on. 1 second. I've got a couple of good treats in my hand, but is there a container that I can hide them in? In front of me, I have a cereal box, within which now there are now 2 high-value dog treats. Bit of duct tape. Probably a bit too much duct tape, frankly. And a bit overboard. Right. What's this? She loves to pull things apart. She loves it. Anything she can rip apart and shred, she goes full ham. Oh, we're losing it. Hang on. What's that? Yeah. Might be a tough one, actually. Can she get her teeth in? She might be struggling. Maybe I should need to give her a bit of a help. Yeah, she might. She's confident. Oh, there we go. She might have it. She's got the corner of it. Go, Lulu. Yeah. There we go. Vicious predator of the cereal box. There are 2 chicken chewy treats in there. Wonder if she'll notice both of them. Oh, she got it. The camera doesn't go further. Oh, she got one, maybe? Have you got it? She's got one of them. You got the other one? Good girl. What a silly sausage. Right. Yeah, she got them. She got them both. Yeah, she likes it. She likes them. Did she ever grab an unopened box that I did not want her to? I don't know about unopened box. But yeah, certainly the £20 note is the go-to story. She pulled one out of my trouser pocket when the trousers were on the floor. Shredded the fucking thing. Yes, the sacrifice was deemed acceptable. All right. So what's that? Sorry. Vehicles very busy. 33 of them. Okay, so we have a maintenance shortfall owing to the fact that we've got to get the rubber production underway. Okay. So rubber is being produced. Let's focus on getting that maintenance... Well, we need the electric circuits, don't we? So, assemblers. Smelting production assemblers. What can I make? Oh, do we not have them unlocked yet? Let's go to the research building over here. Currently working on conveyor belts. Okay. Did we miss the... Looking for... So there's the edicts. Tree planting, we're going to need that. Research lab. That's probably how I upgrade from the little tents. Retaining walls. What's that there? Copper refinement. Synthetic rubber. Okay. There was a second assembler on the assembler thingy. There was? A second assembler. Maintenance, general. Oh, what's this? Oh, look at that. So, assembly line that is faster and can produce more advanced products. Okay. Ah, I see. Ah, okay. With you. Oh, I see. Was it on the first one just it had a scroll wheel? Hang on. Aha! My mistake. Okay. So, we need copper plates, so copper, and we need rubber. So, I should probably start with the copper, because we don't have anything. Hang on. Thank you, Dab Gore. Right. In fact, hang on. What's... No, 18% maintenance. Just in case everything shuts down, maybe I should at least get a basic assembler going. I could always trade for some copper off island. Okay, so where... Hang on, before I do anything, where's the copper located? Let's just plan it a little bit. Copper looks like what? Copper ore is green. Green, 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 green. Not looking good for me. That's water. Trees. That's the ore that I'm chopping into. Edge of the crater. That's uranium in there. I think you might be right. Okay, looks like we've got to cut through. Interesting. Cut through with our excavators. Okay, and then we'll put the copper kilns and everything over here then, I guess. Maybe here. Alright then. So, right. Let's prioritize... Are there roads or anything? Transport, maybe we haven't unlocked them yet. Okay. So, I guess, without a mining... Can I just... hang on, so terraforming. So, mining operation... I can just plan it without the use of a mining tower. Right. There's research for roads. Good to know. Okay, so let's now dial it down all the way to... What's this? That's... So, 6 over sea level. So I guess what I want to do is just literally drag. Probably make it wider. This could be a bit awkward, frankly. Okay, and then whatever this material is, dump it. Dump it nearby, maybe? A dumping designation here? No, don't do that. Those are ramps. So without ramps, dump... Dump it where? Increase elevation. Dump it here. And then give it a ramp. So start by building a ramp that you're going to use to then start dumping, I think. Okay. I think, but without a mining operation, I wonder which excavators do it, if any. Alright, sausage. Oopsie. You happy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I need a mining thing. Okay, what are they trying to do? Loggers. Are we completely full of logs? I've got nowhere to dump it. Yeah. Okay. Maintenance crisis incoming. Yes, 7%. All of my vehicles are shutting down, I presume. Okay, so we've got the rubber at the very least. So let's get an assembler. Right, so production. Assembler 1 for now. Here. Okay, build it. And then please set a recipe for the circuits that we need. Electronics. Build a couple more of them. Okay. And then increase the priority to, well, maximum priority, frankly. We need them. So maximum priority for building. And then, at the trading dock, what can we trade for copper? So apparently they'll take construction parts. Buy 40. Products will be delivered to your trading dock immediately. In exchange for 40 construction components. Is that 326? Is that many I have? How many I have? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get this jump started for the sake of getting some circuits and then maintenance bits to at least, yeah, stave off the shortfall. All right. There's a passage on north, says Dark Youngling. Passage. Passage? What, to the copper? Passage north. Not sure what you mean, sorry. Okay, let's try to initiate this trade, see what happens. Okay, what's that? 0.5 unity. Obviously be careful because we're spending our construction things. There we go. Okay, have they arrived instantly? There we go. Blind? Yeah, I think I've blind. Path to the north. What, that tiny thing? That's not a path, is it? No? I don't know. Other way. What, here? Round it, I guess? South? Or is that north? Yeah, I suppose you're right, actually. We could just drive around. Okay. Let's just get the maintenance shortfall. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hang on. So I gotta pop the aircon on. It's so hot in here. Okay. There we go. So we're taking the copper. The copper's been delivered to the assemblies. Okay. So they're starting to produce the electronics. And for now, let's just put down some temporary... So unit storage here and unit storage here. And tell that one to be full of... copper plates. This one can be full of rubber. And this one can be full of the output. Not very efficient for now, but the output being the electronics. Low maintenance. 0% maintenance. Yikes. Okay. A really dark youngling. A dark youngling. Okay, so those are vehicle parts. Those are maintenance. Yeah, mechanical parts. Sorry, what do we need exactly? We need a mixture of mechanical parts and electronics. Okay. Can I prioritize the delivery of resources to this thing? Let's prioritize it to number 6. So please take it here, because, yeah, we've got 0% maintenance, so I assume my vehicles will stop working, maybe? Alright. Down to only 17 construction components. But more are being produced as we go. Alright. What are they doing? Preparing for navigation, picking up copper at the trading dock. Cool, even the copper has a different look to it. That's good. Right. Research, let's keep going. Oh, yeah, they're still working on conveyor belts. Okay. Hi there, Casanova. To be honest, I probably want to rip up this oil refinery and do it again. So it's not awkward like that. Lightning. Alright. So yeah, sorry, for those passing straight through the stream, you're looking at Captain of Industry, which feels a bit Settlers meets Tropico meets Factorio. I've been somewhat impressed so far, frankly. I'm liking the attention to detail. It's my opinion that in a sort of logistics game, the devil is well, the soul of it is in the details. Being able to see the little processes and the little items going back and forth is, in my opinion, very important. These are potatoes that are being dropped off. There you go. Shame that you don't see a pile of potatoes outside. But yeah, like seeing the nitty-gritty of what is being done. You know, the metal being poured, the iron sheets being made. Like, what's the point of having a logistics game where you can't zoom in to see? Look, what are those? Those are the circuit boards. You know, if you can't zoom in to see the logistics in action. Thank you, Cassia. There we go. So they're being delivered. Good. Okay, so maintenance depot is producing maintenance. Is that just a meta stat or is that actually an item? Let's have a look. So maintenance 1. Pickups are the top consumers. Can I build additional maintenance depots, I wonder? 62 out of 60. Global demand. I see, maximum demand. I see. Yeah, I don't think it's a real item. It's like a meta stat, isn't it? Okay. Do you think I can build another one of these? Storage, housing, food market, trading dock. What's it called again? Depot. I can. So for 6 workers and 100 kilowatt hours of energy, costing me 40 construction components, which I don't have right now. Just build another one quickly. Oh, good. Oh, no, maybe we don't need to. We've gone up to 8%. It's creeping up. Save our points. Thank you, Cresso Espresso. Thank you very much there, Cresso. Okay, so over here... maybe we should just ignore that. Oh, look, they're dumping. They've already started dumping. Yeah, we could always have someone working on it. Or a few people working on it. Okay, give me a mining thing. Terraforming, mine control. There we go. And put it there. Right. I might want to build a second generator. I believe I was, but yeah, I probably fucked it up. What's it doing? So they've just been built. Diesel generators. Taking in diesel. Electricity 800 kilowatt. Okay. 1.6 megawatts. Nice. Yeah, now that I have my solar panels on the roof in real life, I now, I've got this better understanding of exactly what kilowatt, megawatt, all of that means. And I can see how much, like, for example, last month, the building that I'm sitting in generated about 800 kilowatt hours of energy, which is excellent. The building itself consumes, what, like 200 to 250 kilowatt hours? Or something like that? So the building generated enough energy for potentially like 3 to 4 homes. Solar power is incredible. Yes, and it's all going up to the grid, Sherlinator. So it's being used by my fellow citizens, and I'm getting paid pennies for each kilowatt hour. It's not much. It's not much at all. It's only about 12p. There are variable rates that you can take, and Mag knows far more than I do. Alas, I wasn't able to select one of these variable rates, owing to the fact that the core provider that provides them here in the south of England was not accepting new customers due to market volatility, which is code for the Americans have done something stupid. And now we just need to wait for everything to calm down. And then, hopefully, I should be able to switch. Right. It's alright. It happens every decade. Just, you know, then things calm down. We're used to it. Blue. It's cool. We're used to it. We're just sitting here sipping our tea. Oh, they bombed who? Oh, which one? Of Saudi Arabia this time? Okay. It goes on a loop. It's weird. Right. Okay, copper. Let's go over here. Press L. There's the copper. Okay, well we could always send the we'll send the excavators for the trees, for the wood. Okay, let's excavate it. Excavate it, like deforest. Take all of that then, please. And maybe just deprioritize that. Ah, look at that. We've already got some dump trucks following the global order. Assign 3 of the available excavators and 4 of the available pickups. Please just dump whatever you find there. Dig it and dump it. Thank you, Levy. Thank you very much, Levy. But no, I hope everyone's okay. Yeah, working on the Valheim bullshittery. It's going fine. Busy, busy, busy. Went for a jog today, so after the stream this morning, I went for a run. Yeah, it was a really productive run, actually. I kept saying I was meant to do this exercise routine involving my arms, but I was like, oh, fuck it. Let's go for another run again. So I went for a jog. Right. So off they go. Trucks are waiting. Okay. I see. So they wait at the building. The logic waits here. Right. So idle stopped. Assigned to this tower. Oh, I see. Is it not within the catchment area? Try that maybe. How's that? Is that better? And then confirm. How's that? The designations are underground. Is that not what I want? Maybe not, actually. Yeah, I was hoping that they would bring it down to whatever the level is currently. Oh, wait, no, of course, no, I'm thinking backwards. It's cut a hole, isn't it? Ah, so it needs to go the other way? So please clear all terrain? Like, no. No? Okay, I thought I had an epiphany, but apparently I did not. Okay. Okay, just that? I mean, it's kind of what I want. Just clear it. There you go. What's wrong? Oh, there you go. Okay, they got it. Off they go. Off they go. So what are they digging? It's dirt and rock. Does it need to go straight to... Are they going to take it to the ore sorting plant or just dump it? Because I'd rather they just dump it. So waiting for shovel. I need to sort it first? Is there no way I can skip that? Hello. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. I think we're getting away with it. Off they go. They're dumping it immediately. Well, that one did. What about this one? There we go. Hey! There we go. Cutie Pie says, what steps would someone have to take to become a QA analyst? Alas, it's been too long. I'm going to completely level with you. There's no advice that I can give you now that would at all be relevant for the software development world of 2026. Just being completely honest with you, I know what I do not know. Or I know the limits of, well, I guess, yeah. There's nothing I can tell you that would help. Back in the day, it was, like, when I say back in the day, we're talking like circa 2012. It was ISTQB qualifications and joining a software development team, in my case in London, who were making apps and shit for, you know, enterprise clients. But yeah, there's nothing I can tell you now that would be useful. Oh, really? ISTQB... words. ISTQB is still a thing? Wait, you're going to sort, are you? No, you're going over there. Oh, for fuel. Wait, how can I see your fuel gauge? Fuel. Oh, there you go. I can see your fuel gauge. I'm loving the attention. Oh, even your maintenance. Okay. I love the attention to detail. Lovely. 92% maintenance. Okay. Yes, Dr. Manton, I got extremely lucky. Thanks to your kindness, folks. I got lucky when it came to my escape of the software development hell So I'm so I'm so extremely grateful. Thank you, CAD4, Levy, and Cresso, and Casia. I'm extremely grateful. I was miserable. I was so miserable. It wasn't necessarily the job. The job was fine. It was the commute. The commute was misery. If anything, the job, like, I got on with many of the people that I worked with. There was a camaraderie, so I actually liked many of them. But yeah, it was the London commute, which was just awful. Wouldn't wish it on anyone, frankly, even if I didn't like them. Okay. So how many construction? Okay, 113, 117. Good. Let's see if we can get these kilns going. So obviously we need to earmark this for copper. So production kilns. That's for concrete. Assembly. What do we need? We need smelting, don't we? So blast furnaces. So copper, ore, okay, and coal. Right. So yeah, once we've cut through, it might not take us that long, frankly. Let's get some kilns over here, shall we? Where should we put them? So where's the output? That's the output. Right. Start with one there. Yeah, then we'll build them in a line. Metal caster. What's that? Cast molten material into slabs. Why, what's that? Sorry. Impure copper. Interesting. But we actually want a production kiln assembler. What do we want? Sorry, smelting. Is that what we want? Sorry, is it a metal caster? I think it is, isn't it? What are these? Yeah, my bad. So impure copper. Oh, sorry, you're right. I am. Sorry, yes, you're right. Thank you. Had a filter on without noticing. Copper electrolysis. Okay, so it requires water as well. We'll need a water catcher. So what is it? So that's input of water and impure. I'm with you. There we go. Okay. Shilly says, I'm not QA, another IT dude. Hang on. Although there are meetings, plus I'm quite introvert, so I love not having to see people all the time. Alright. I'll tell you one thing. So working remotely, obviously being a YouTuber and sort of editing when I need to, or all the time really, but one of the big advantages I find is that I can generally plan my time as efficiently as I can, which is a fancy way of saying, okay, if I'm exhausted and I need to take a nap, I just go take a nap. Power nap, 1 hour, then wake up. Okay, good, back to work. It does unfortunately mean that I often find myself at like 2 in the morning still editing, and when crunch time hits, it's like, wake up, it's 4 in the morning, fuck it, let's go. And then my sleep cycle is fucked, but yeah, that ability to just go, okay, fuck, I can't continue. Power nap, get back to this in an hour. And she's very, very cuddly. I immediately flop down, and then all I hear is the sound of this like, annoyed sound. And sometimes she starts headbutting me. She'll turn up behind me. She'll headbutt me until I lift the duvet to let her in. She's like, oh, "What are you doing? Let me in." And then she gets to my back and she sort of wiggles and crawls down my back to get behind my legs. Well, that's part of it, Zenko. But your role as an analyst is, well, it's multifaceted, but you're often there to try and capture the desires of a stakeholder or a client and make sure that they're represented in test case form. So it's not necessarily about you saying things and getting ignored. It's going to sound a bit like almost like legalese, but it's like making sure that we as a company are often covered because client, stakeholder, whatevers are represented in the test cases. And also that we are covered because, okay, these are the test cases, this is what we're testing for, this is what we've automated. When it gets out the door, this is what we've confirmed, that sort of stuff. Obviously, everything's different now. Ignore everything when it comes to QA analyst shit, I don't know shit now because it's been too long. But not, yeah, in addition, you're also the guy on the team who is essentially trying to champion not merely what the client wants, but also, you know, the end customer. And trying to make people, you know, make the developers consider, okay, have you run these tests before they got to us? Have you checked the requirements before this got to us? And sometimes the answer is, fuck, no. And they discover, shit, I didn't do that. Sorry, what is this? Is that just rock? It is just rock. Okay. Yeah, I like the terraforming element. It's kind of, yeah, kind of cozy, isn't it? It's going to look cool when we get loads of excavators, like 20 of them. Okay, we're just carving our way through them. We can just drive around, but it's a bit of a hassle. Well, it's not that much of a hassle, now that I look at it. Okay. Right, so, what do we have here? So we have a blast furnace. Please, whoopsie. Please enter a recipe. Copper scrap or copper ore. Copper ore. Okay. Pollution. So let's start feeding this into... So this is impure copper plus water equals copper. Okay. Just the one recipe. Copy that. Copy that. And presumably soon... Ooh. Not soon. Now. It will cost me construction components and rubber. Conveyor belts. Let's have a look. Transport unit or packaged products can carry multiple product types at the same time. Alright. Wait, double click, isn't it? There we go. No. Yep. Okay. So let's have a look and see how its conveyor belt system does. How it do. Hang on. Right, molten. Where does that go? Is that there? No. Where do you go? Oh, I was right. It does go in there. Molten channel. There. Double click. No? Ah. And then there. Okay. Need to cast them first. I'm missing a step? What am I missing? So molten iron. Aha! I'm with you. Sorry, you're right. I am missing a step. So first I want... Pardon me. What is it I want? Metal caster. Cast molten materials into slabs. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Leave 2 spaces for a water inlet, says Saltsy. Good shout. Let's also put a rainwater harvester nearby. Stick it here. In it. Alright. And of course we need to get some actual copper production underway. So we go to storage, terraforming, mind control tower. There we go. Stick that there. And an ore sorting plant we're going to need. Okay. Which are the inputs? Those are the outputs, aren't they? Yep. Okay. So the main settlement is a way now. Alright. Keep research going. Ramp for vehicles? Let's go. Ramp for vehicles. Collect a reward for vehicle parts, some copper and some construction whatsits, and synthetic rubber, some circuits and some concrete. Okay, good. So copper production. Establish copper ore mine and start mining copper ore. Alright. Blast furnace, metal casters and smokestacks. Alright. Let's do... Whoops. So what is that there? So that's my coal, isn't it? So what does that icon actually mean? Mine control tower has no mining designations in its area. Is that what it means? What's that then? Does it just mean that they're finished? I guess so. Well, we've got a shit ton of coal, so let's just hold it for a second. Just leave them doing what they're doing nothing. Hang on. Oh. In fact, if they're not doing anything, unassign them. Small excavator, no job idling. Let's get you guys over here then. Let's just quickly all hands on deck. Let's get you guys over here. What about the limestone guys? Are we in a similar boat? Limestone is concrete rather. 80, well, 120, but yeah, okay. There we go. Just remember to reassign them. Let's get everyone over here. There we go. Right, get stuck in there. Let's get this cut down. Alright, so here come additional excavators. Quite cool, isn't it? Alright. Bring them. Yep, and then we won't have to keep driving around all the time. Good. Rainwater harvester is ready. What was it? Reminds me briefly of that really, really interesting video by that YouTuber who's sometimes in the chat. Down the Rabbit Hole, or is it Frederick Knudsen? I can't remember which is the right name. No, I think it's the latter, isn't it? But he did a fantastic video that I found fascinating, talking about the Austrian wine poisoning incident. I'm not going to go into the details because it's really, really worth watching, and I don't want to spoil it. But they had a problem where wine manufacturers were They were basically adding things that you probably shouldn't be adding to wine for the sake of sweetness. And they had this bit of a problem because obviously at the end of the scandal, when it was all done and dusted, according to the video, they had rather a lot of contaminated wine that was now illegal to be sold. And there's not a huge amount of things you could do with it. And apparently, just looking at this, it reminds me that apparently one way that they dealt with it was that a concrete manufacturing plant discovered that they didn't necessarily need water for their coolant. They could use wine. And so they did. They modified their machinery to take wine as a coolant. And subsequently, over the months, the wine was all destroyed. I thought it was rather cool. It must have been a eureka moment from the cement workers when they went, hold on a sec. We're buying, I don't know how much they're paying for water, but wait, the government is just giving this shit away for free? And we can use it? Someone got promoted. Yes, sort of. Again, I'm just parroting the video. It wasn't necessarily antifreeze. It was glycol, which is used in some places as a part of antifreeze, but it wasn't, strictly speaking, pouring antifreeze into wine. The reason for that, well, go watch the video because it's fascinating, but essentially it's adding sweetness without being detectable via the sugar tests which were being done on wine, you see. Alright. Cool. Okay, we can't... Sorry, why only 3? The rest have gone around here. Waiting for trucks. I see they don't have... Oh, the trucks are... Okay, the trucks are having to take the long way. Alright. Oh, really? Wax says there was something similar over COVID, a wine factory place thing, which made too much wine. It all went off and had a short shelf life, so they decided to flood a small French mine? Right, there we go. Cut straight through there. Right, how are we doing over here? So, metal caster. Okay. So let's go here. Please remove. Not connected. Please delete. We'll hold down shift to delete the whole thing. Lovely. Okay, so molten... Yeah, just pour the molten everything in there, and then Bob's your uncle. And then we can copy and paste it down the line as we need to. Decadent says, you heard about a story, a guy using dioxins as a dust preventer for dirt roads and racetracks, lots of sick horses. If that's the same story that I'm thinking of, it's actually, isn't it that ghost town in America? They had a situation where as a dust preventer, like on roads that were not paved, they were spraying it with a sort of tar that was like dioxin. It was like a horribly toxic chemical. And it was being sprayed so much onto the roads that eventually, of course, it would spread into the surrounding environment. And it was so bad that eventually it had to the whole town had to be abandoned. And reclaimed, and signs put up saying, don't go here, it's chemical waste, I think. Right. There we go. Let's get it built. How are we doing on the construction parts? Oh, yeah, down to 35. Needs exhaust. Do we? Blast furnace. Generating pollution. We can't dump it. Look at that. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. So go to... what are we looking for? Production smokestack. Let's stick it there. What's the goal of the game, Otech? Well, it's a sort of Settlers Factorio-like. So lots of trucks going around. Conveyor belts are coming. We're sort of like a... Yeah, we're driving around, taking over an island and industrializing it. So this is my population center. This is my iron plate production. We've got some basic circuits over here. Here's my oil refinery, which is kind of shitty and needs to be redone. My rubber maker is backed up with wastewater. It's probably being taken away by truck, isn't it? And by rubber. Where's the rubber meant to go? Rubber's going here, which is also full. Okay. If this was against dust, why not just plant grass? Says Mizio. Roads. It was on roads. Unpaved roads. It was deemed cheaper to simply spray them with a tar waste product than, pave them. Which is probably true. Okay. Right, so let's go and have a look. So what do we want? We want transport, molten. There we go. Please drop this there. Is there only the one input? I think it is. Put that there. And then that will produce impure copper. And then the copper can go on conveyor belts now, can't it? So let's have a go at this. So, does that... Flat connector, multiple conveyor belts, distributes the products between them. Alright. Is that correct? Right. What's confirm? Still double click? Double click is a little bit awkward, is it? I see, like that. Click, click, not double click really. Okay. So, well, does that work? I don't know. Is it like Factorio in that regard? Do they fly? Do they flood out the side? No. Well, we'll just have a look. See what happens. Probably won't. Then we'll just. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe I do need to get boxes. Oh yeah, good shout. The new warehouses. Unit storage. 2 inputs, here and here. Here. Right. Here they come. We might be waiting a little while because we still need construction things. There we go. So, here we go. So watch this. Yeah, I love the attention to detail with the different things. So molten copper coming on in. Do we have any... There's the sorter. What about the mining tower? The mining tower's ready. Alright. There goes the copper. Oh no. Nope, it's just my brother. I thought it was a proximity alarm for my CCTV. Right. Well, hang on a minute. I've got a message. Oh, that's, shit, I need to respond to this. One moment. Sorry, it's my neighbour asking me a favour for something. No, sorry, I can't read it. Yeah, they just wanted something of me, but I can't read it out for their privacy. Okay, so I just had to respond. Just sent a text message back. Alright. There we go. No, it's just the neighbour in the... so I live in a semi-detached, so they're just through the wall over there. When I first moved into the place, it was eerily... it was eerily quiet. Because the other side, there was no one in it. And it was owned, but there was just no one in it. And I found out the story. It's a rather sad story, unfortunately. The lady that lived there had dementia. She was taken into care, so the house was completely empty. Oh, look at that. That was rubber, wasn't it, I think? Does it take rubber? It does. Rubber and construction parts. Wait, construction parts 2? Is that a thing? Oh, look. Construction parts 2. A more advanced construction part. Ooh, okay, hang on. So that's something we don't have. Thank you for saying so, Jarman. Welcome indeed, Jarman. And thank you, Deekleys and Tin Star. Okay. Right, so hang on a minute. So what's construction parts 2 and what do they require? There they are, the golden ones. Did you see them? Hang on. How do I see that again? Hang on. Right click maybe? There we go. So it requires regular construction parts plus circuitry. Okay. So we'll just build them over here next to the regular assemblers. We should probably start spreading these out a lot more, shouldn't we? Okay, so stick that there. Set recipe there. Thank you, Jarman Jar. Thank you very much there, Jarman. Alright. Oh, thank you for the... It's a sub-bomb. Thank you, Jarman Jar. Thank you for doing that, Jarman. Okay, here. So we have unit storage construction parts. Okay. And plus electronics, which are nearby, right? Here. Yep, 200 of them. Ready to go. No, it's rubber. There we go. 182. Alright. That's true. We should start connecting them. There we go. Yeah, so I should probably start moving these, like, over here, maybe. Right. Hell, I should probably... I mean, what does this require? This is iron scrap. We should probably pull this out, move it here, next to the iron mine. Akuma says, the dementia lady, was she the side where I had that long fence debate? No, that's the other side, another lady. No, I have a feeling the dementia lady has probably passed away. I think. Anyway, sorry, the point is, yeah, so it was quite quiet over there. It was eerily quiet. And then, of course, one day there was a sudden flurry of activity. and the garden was suddenly stripped away by men with chainsaws, and I assumed that the place was being sold. And I was correct, and it was sold. And then the new couple that moved in are very nice, they're very friendly. They're the ones that just sent me a text message. And they even had some work done on it. And when they did, I had conversations with their workmen. And it was quite fascinating because what they did is that they put an extension on. Or like they basically took the back of the building off. And so when they did it, I got this lovely sort of literal vertical slice through the building. And I could get the builder's assessment on, okay, how is the building? You know, ergo, how is my house? Because you're literally chopping into the one next to me. And the verdict was very good. The foundations are apparently excellent. Foundations are excellent. The walls are really good. The only iffy bit was the roof, which has now been, have the roofers in. So hooray. Okay. Okay, so let's go over here now. So, yeah, we're working on... Good, we've got 4 of them now. So, we should now be able to start putting down conveyor belts. Let's see how they work. How are we doing here? It's taking a while. It's taking longer now, isn't it? Oh, look. Do they need more places to dump? They're taking them further now, aren't they? Yes, they're driving way far. I see, they're taking it all the way to the ore. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. To the ore sorting plant. Please instead just literally dump it next door. So dumping designation. Please just dump it right here. Thank you. Yep, I'm pretty sure they can reach. Me? Nick Clouds? Or someone else? As in the chat. Ooh. Nasher is about to start driving again for the first time in 4 years since you passed your test. Wish me luck. Good luck, Nasher. Good luck. Can I ask why? Why 4 years a gap? Indeed, Main. I'm pretty sure if I do this, I can do that. And do that. Cool. Confirm. Cool. Well, hi there, Nick Cloud. Welcome indeed. Or hello again. Alas, Alt, I don't really do collaborations, I'm afraid. I just want to hang out with my mates. I legit... Sorry, can I read you an email that I received today? Like, this will give you a flavour of what I'm talking about. Hang on. Oh, wait, Nasha says, I live in London, worked a job that I could get public transport, new job is the other way, and the best way is to drive. Makes sense. Yeah, if you're working in London, driving's absurd. Hang on. Let me read you this sorry, this will give you an idea. If you're not familiar with who I am, hang on. I will read you the... Okay, they haven't responded. I will read you the following email. Hello, SovietWomble. Hope you are well. My name is... I'm not going to read it. My name is da-da-da, and I work on behalf of JMG. I was wondering if you would be there this year at Gamescom, and if so, would you be interested in being at the Level Infinite booths? They would love to invite you there. Sorry, they would love to invite you if you are there. We would love to know if you'd be interested. If you could send us your rate for a 2 short-form content deliverable, brackets, 1 at the event, 1 to summarize the event, and a long-form deliverable to summarize the event. Thank you very much and kind regards. His name, Influencer Manager, LinkedIn, WhatsApp. I don't know what that icon is. It's a different social media thing. Don't know what that is. Da-da-da. JMG. The following response. SovietWomble to his name. No thanks. Conventions are cringe. End of email. I can assure you that was me being quite diplomatic. Right. Tree harvested. Yeah, we're still having to go all the way around. That's fine. Yeah, he's like, oh, diggity a response. More than I normally get as influence manager of such and such. Anyway. I'm already done with X4 for now. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Next time, send them a ridiculous price. Yeah. £10 million. Ah, dear. That sounds exactly like the sort of thing my mum would say, by the way. She's not happy. She's really not. Yeah, I mean, we've had this conversation a million times, but she like is really not happy about my decisions when it comes to the YouTube side of things. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Is that like a landslide or some shit? Okay. Let's see. These guys are pretty much stuck, are they? I mean, can I just put down another dumping stockpile on this side? Probably. Yeah, why not? I mean, they're just wasting their time if I don't, right? So dumping designation, just dump that shit here, I guess. So raise it up a little bit and then put a wee little ramp, right? What have I done? No, there's a shit. Fuck. Undo. Ugh. No, I'm fucking. There we go. There we go. I think that works. Try that. Will they do it? Alright. Do I have enough fuel trucks? Oh no, food. 1 month left of food. Shit. My people are going to starve. Waiting for water or rain. Oh no. Quickly. We must grow more potatoes. A late harvest. Shit. Okay, hang on. Production. One field is not enough, evidently. Forestry, buildings, waste management. Food production. Make another farm, please. What's fertile ground? I know not. We'll stick it over here. How's that? Next to the limestone quarry. Just pick them out of your food. It's fine. Thank you, Borka. Thank you very much, Borka. Yeah, speaking of potatoes, I had some roast potatoes on... so I had roast potatoes with roasted sea bream the other day. I took a sea bream and I cleaned it and then scored it down the side of its body. And in the scores, I put lemon slices. Within the cavity of the fish, I put slices of garlic, a few sprigs of rosemary. I put some oregano, some marjoram, some parsley. What else was there? Thyme. Mixture of like herbs, basically. And then I coated it all in a bit of sprinkles of salt and olive oil, and put it in the oven for I think about 25 minutes alongside the roast potatoes. And it was delicious, but oh my god, it was a bloody... do you know what I thought when I was eating this? Don't make this on a date. Because it was like... like, you take a bite, and it's like, and then it's fish bones. And like, the whole meal was me strategically sort of trying to get around the bream's bones. Yeah, an incredibly delicious but bony fish. But do I have enough refueling trucks? No idea. Pickup is struggling to reach... I mean, presumably they're just driving to get fuel from the refineries, aren't they? I mean, now that I've got 18... Okay, we can start using conveyor belts to presumably free up many of the trucks. Okay, hang on. So here we go. So, little squidge of iron... Sorry, iron? Copper. Wait, iron ore? Have I fucked it up? Set recipe. I fucked it up! Copper. I fucked it up. I'm stupid. I fucked it up. At least it's not attached. Could be worse. Set recipe. Copper. I fucked it up. Right, ignore that. It's fine. Right. So then... Oh, look. We're on the end of the thing. Have I ever tried Ray or Skate? It's delicious and no bones. No, I don't think so. Where's the dog? Dog's fucked off. Sorry, just checking my phone. No, no response yet. Probably got a bit too late in the evening. Sorry, my neighbour wanted to ask a favour of me. Okay, there we go. Are we dropping off copper? We are. I think, no, just coal. Okay. What's that there? Slag? Slag? What do we do with the slag? Oh shit, yes, the people are starving. Well, I have a feeling we're going to have fewer people soon. Right. Soil fertility. Growing. Here we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab all this and... Can I cut it? Is that a thing one can do? We researching anything? Terrain leveling... The tools. What does it say? Copy, cut. It is a thing. Okay. Terrain leveling. Start research. No, Sturtbert. I'm not familiar. Control C. I can copy. Why can't I cut? I don't know. Okay, we'll just copy then. Copy and then just break these buildings down. So copy and then place it way closer to the iron production, please. There we go. Copy that. Then delete, maybe? Delete. Delete. Right, there we go. What is the best tasting fish? Probably salmon. Salmon is heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. Especially with a bit of lemon. Yeah, I've got quite a... I do like preparing fish. I'm terrible at it, but I do like it. It's the story of my cooking journey, frankly. Again, if ever I do cooking streams, I'd love to do them if I can get these fucking warts off my fingers. But you'll discover that I enjoy it, but I'm shite. Every time I try to prepare a flatfish, it just explodes, just in the pan. Like, I'm following the guides, you hold it by the tail, you got it the fucking kitchen cloth, and you grab it by the skin, and you start removing it, but it's at that moment that it just goes... And all of a sudden, it's then pieces of fish scattered haphazardly around your chopping board. Previously, back when I was living in the centre of Brighton, I would go to a little fish cart and like a pop-up market thing, and I would literally go up to the guy and be like, "I don't know what I'm doing. What's that thing?" And he'd be like, "That's a fish." I'm like, "Yes, I'm aware of this, but what?" Like he would go, "That's a turbot." I was like, "I would like to buy a turbot," and he would be like, he would go, "Shall I gut it for you?" And I'd be like, "No." I will do it, and that's why it's a pig's ear every single time, because I'm the one going, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm gonna try it anyway. But yeah, so he always, yeah, he I think we even had this conversation where he was like, I was a good customer because I just turned up and just bought, like, sometimes customers would be like, can I take like this piece of the fish, this, but I was like, give me that whole salmon or something. Just keeping it simple. That creature there, I will purchase it from you. It was fun. Sadly, he disappeared. It wasn't profitable to be there anymore in that location. But I was like, oh. And then he gave me his card and was like, you can get fish delivered. Or alternatively, you can go to this other pop-up location. Where is it? Whitehawk or something. I was like, nope. Okay, so hang on a minute. So now that I've moved the blast furnaces over here, iron scrap, iron ore, is it possible to designate one of these outputs as iron ore? Aha! And then just split it out here? I'm guessing so. Okay. Alright, let's try it. So, starting to get a bit Factorio on us. Flat connector. Is this it? And then flat conveyor. No? Yes? Why is it green angle that way? Not flat? Not flat. What do I want? The U shape. Connects multiple conveyor belts and distributes products between them. Connects multiple conveyor belts. What is the difference? My people are starving. What do you want me? I can't fucking manifest potato. Can I manifest potatoes? Can I spend Unity to magically manifest potatoes? Ah, here comes the rain. Oh, trade. Of course, that's the thing. Sorry, I'm dumb. Trade. There's food elsewhere. We will trade, but I need those. Oh. Fine. Damn it. Right. So what's a U-shaped connector then? What does that do? Give that a whirly, see what happens. So yeah, so today went for a jog, as I mentioned. It was fine. It was quite pleasant. Wasn't like a heat wave, scorching. Nice wind. Saw a hot chick. Yeah, it's fine. And I smiled at the hot chick. And the hot chick totally ignored me and looked at her phone. I was like, fair. Alright. Hot chick be like, ugh. Renticle says, click on the conveyor output of the building and it should choose the correct one. Oh, look at that. Thank you. It does do that. Alright. I think it's doing it. Am I fucking it all up? Guess we'll find out. Yeah, I think I fucked it up. Nope. Yes. I don't know. Let's find out, I guess. I did press R. Did I press it here? Nope, stop it. Delete just that bit. Right, and then E. Nice. Right, let's see what happens then. I get the feeling that's probably not connected. So now... no. Oh, hang on. Click. There we go. Done. E. Sweet. Let's see what happens now then. So iron ore is getting stockpiled here. So presumably if I start putting things on conveyor belts, we'll lessen the load. So we've got 36 vehicles extremely busy. But if they're not having to continually move resources, you know, through basic areas. Alright, so let's see what happens. Oh, hello. A message from Digby saying why he couldn't make the culling yesterday. The culling was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Seems so, second since. I'm enjoying its attention to detail though. Seeing all the little resources represented as items is something that not all of them are doing. There we go. Okay, look at that. Okay. Right, so what's this then? U-shaped conveyor. I'm with you. So U-shaped as in for loose material. So loose iron ore is being split. Lovely. I like it. Yes, consume the forbidden meat. The mountain meat that we have dug from the mountain. Okay. Getting spammed with bloops. Sorry, it's my Steam. I'll mute it if it keeps going. There we go. So hang on a minute. Why don't I also then add coal to this? And then the other input here could be coal, maybe? So what does that say? Either coal or iron. Yeah. Okay, could be an idea. Then I guess I would have to use the same type of conveyors, just taller, I guess. How long have I been British? About 40 years, 3 weeks, and 8 hours, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to ask my mum. She was there. Well, I was there too, but I wouldn't have remembered. Hang on. Oh. Right, hang on. Wish you a speedy recovery. Thanks. It's an ongoing struggle. It really is. Alright. Okay. Let's add a product. Coal. Please sort coal here also. And where's the coal mine? The coal mine is over here. Then again, we don't necessarily want to consume all the coal there, do we? But it would be cool. Well, yeah, am I being silly? I'm probably being silly. No, don't do that. Remove coal from there and instead put a storage location nearby for coal. It's fun to say, sorry. Storage, loose storage, coal. And then we'll move it via the conveyor belts. Yeah. Right. Right, okay then. So, this is getting turned into... right, so this is getting turned into iron. Okay. So, this is going where? So what were we using it for? Well, lots of things, really. So iron, wood, those assembler ones for the sake of the construction parts. That's rubber and copper. Mechanical parts. Okay. So, those need concrete slabs as well. Right. Okay. So unit storage maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 2 inputs. Okay, it's going to have to be 2 either way. Or will it? Hang on. Stick a unit storage here. One of them, yeah, one of them will have to share. So I can do flat connectors, can't I? Because those are items, yes? Flat connectors? So that goes here. Right. Right, I think. Oh no, wait, it can be 2. Right. Flat connector. Right. How's that? You can just link the belts? I can just link the belts. Dark youngling, my eyes hurt. Well, it's fine. It's going fine. Okay, good. We've gone from extremely busy to just busy, which is good. That's an upgrade. Okay. Looks like we're going to need some more. Yeah, so advanced. Yeah, with building this many conveyors. So where was I building them again? Here. All right. Please increase priority. Make it priority 4. Alright. Fish says, big tip, if you need to rotate a building after you've built it, you can copy and paste it onto itself. As long as you put it in if it's free. Cool. Thank you, Superfly. Thank you very much, Superfly. There we go, look. Has been a busy day. Okay. So get all this into storage. And then I can start moving some of this over here, maybe. Lessen the load. How's Valheim going? Yeah, pretty well. I've got I think 36-minute video on the timeline, I think. And I've reached the 13th to the 14th minute of the third phase refinement editing. Those words in that order probably didn't mean much to anybody, so I'm chopping it up to make it play good. Basically. So I did a rough cut. I took 100 hours of footage and I condensed it down to about an hour. And then I took that hour and I refined it further with another rough cut, which was 35 minutes. So 1 hour became 35 minutes. And now I'm taking that 35 minutes and I'm refining it further. Trimming and trimming and adding. For example, oh, can I just say, so Duckslayer, one of my friends, Duckslayer, made a little tool which has proved to be absolutely amazing. The tool is basically a little text to, what is it? It's a voice-to-text system. But the trick is that it just lets me point it at a folder, like literally a folder on my PC, and say, can you make all of that MP4 files to text? And it just makes little notepads next to the file. Now that's not super duper useful for me from editing, from the perspective of editing, but it is useful because I can search through text. What I was trying to do today was I was trying to find, when did we first find the boss called Bone Mass? When did we learn of his name? Because we keep mentioning him in jokes in the bullshittery, but anyone who hasn't seen Valheim would have no idea what we're talking about. What the hell is Bone Mass? They'll go. So I was able to literally just search Bone Mass to find a moment where Tom, Mag, and I were going, we've discovered the name of the next boss. What is it? Bone Mass. Might be a skeleton. Is he spooky, scary? Done. Little quick insert. And then the follow-up jokes make a bit more sense, because it's like, okay, Bone Mass is the next boss. Done. But what would previously be potentially, a lot of time, because I would have to go through the streams, speed them up, obviously. I would put them into MP3 files, like, say, 4 hours, 2 to 4 hours a piece, speed them up, so they're only like an hour and a half, put them on my phone, and then when I'm walking Lulu, just have it playing in my ear. Now I can just, search, bang, found it. With a timestamp as well, so I can go straight there in the timeline. Very useful. Hang on. Thank you, Eki. Thank you very much, Eki. Hi there, Dodge, and hi there, Digby. I hope you're both well. Yeah, shame that you couldn't join us for the culling, Digby. It was very exciting. It's taking a while to get through there, aren't we? You get stuck? I think I might have got stuck. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. Digby says, doing good, just recovering after a mega weekend. Good. Hope you had lots of fun. So what's that? Waiting for product, waiting for copper. Of course, we're not even mining copper yet, are we? Okay, let's dial back. 3 excavators, 4 excavators, and some of the cars. Let's say 5 of them, and send them over here. Right. Hang on, looks like our brick production's down. Don't forget about those, and also the coal production. We took many excavators, didn't we? Right, where's coal? Yeah, we're low on coal. Only 24 units of coal. Okay, we're all out of excavators. Nuts. So dial back a couple more excavators. Could always build more. Yeah, let's do it. No area designated to mine, so let's expand the coal pit. So I'd like you to keep expanding in that-a-ways direction, please. Can they do that safely? I hope so. Digby says, "'Twas great. I helped get a friend off a treason charge and then kick-started an all militia are bastards arc." You know what? You've just had a core memory pop into my brain there, Digby. I have never told this story before. When I was back in secondary school, I can't remember exactly what we were doing. It was probably like an ethics thing or something. No, I can't remember. We were doing a lesson where we had to do a mock court case. And all of the individual students had to take different elements, like, you know, we're talking literal judge and jury and all that shit. And I was given, I think we had to pick them. I don't think we picked them ourselves. I think we got assigned them. And I was assigned as the forensics expert. And it was a full-on court case, like fake pretend court case. Someone got stabbed, blah, blah, blah. Here's the story. And I remember there was, I'm not going to use her real name because she's a real person. Let's say Lucy. There was a student called Lucy. Hated Lucy. Fucking hated Lucy. She was one of these sort of annoying, snooty, uptight students. Just really unlikable. Anyway, she was the defense attorney. And I remember that when I took the stand in this fake court case, I remember that the evidence was pretty damn solid. I can't remember what the evidence was, but the forensic evidence was pretty like, yeah, you're going to need like fucking OJ's team here to get this defendant out of this mess. Like, it's really, like, we're talking, their blood was on the murder weapon, whatever, you know, there was a photograph of them literally standing over the body. Oh, thank you, Black Sheep, for the raid there. Like, it was one of these types of situations where I wasn't embellishing it. I think I did make a snide remark, which I shouldn't have. But, I remember, the thing that sticks out the most is that Lucy was able to spin it. Off she went, telling a little yarn, which totally upended all of the forensic evidence that was just presented in that court case. There's not really a point to this story beyond this memory that has popped into my brain at how, like, I learnt at a young age how suddenly tricksy, slimy, like, you know, fake lawyers could be in a pretend court case. Because the defendant got off not guilty in the fake case. Like, it was literally like, you know, cut off victim's head and posed with it type situation, you know, not guilty. Honestly, to Lucy, fair play. Fair play. Yeah, she's probably like fucking big attorney somewhere now. Yeah. But I remember it was so weird that the thing that stuck in my head is like, how the fuck did you get your defendant out of that? Yeah. Yeah. Seen by 13 witnesses, stabbed multiple times, yelled, you know, I'm gonna kill you whilst killing them. That sort of situation. Yep. Innocent. Oops. Alright. How are we doing on the food? We have 17 potatoes. Enjoy. Between how many people? We have 17 potatoes between... how does it you see the stats again? That's trade. That's messages. World map. How do you see your people? Population. 283 people, alright? 16 people get the potatoes. Everyone else gets to eat other people who also didn't get to eat. Okay. Right, let's go here and make a few more excavators, shall we? Give me 3 more excavators, please. How are we doing? My god, they're really piling up that rubble. Okay. Dumping. More dumping. Increase scale of a dumpage. Ramp. Whoops. Did I make all of that a ramp? I think I'm alright. Am I alright? No. Hang on. Cancel that. I cocked it up. Make it flat, plain. Right. Then a ramp. No? Invalid position. Ramp. Right, yeah. Down. No, maybe I'm dumb. Do a ramp there. Yeah, there we go. Ramp down. There we go. Then ramp down. Make it level. Oops. There we go. Ramp down. It's fucking scuffed. It's really scuffed. Fuck it. Right. Okay, how are we doing here? So, copper. How are we doing here? So, mine control tower has 2 excavators. Let's now mark mining designation. We're looking for copper. Press L. Lovely. It's all copper. Wonderful. So, if you could please begin mining operations. Yay? Nay? Yep, off they go. Alright. And then here, could we please specify that this is to take iron ore and also rock and also dirt. Thank you. There we go. Nice. Remove the old designation, says Dark Youngling. One over here. Here. Is that what you mean? Copper ore? Copper, not iron? Fuck, what have I done? Is it... Oh, fuck. It's because it's bloody... do you know what this is? It's fucking Factorio, because iron is blue and copper is orange. But no! Copper is a ferrous metal. It's going to be orange. It's going to be rusted when exposed to an oxidizer. Fucking Factorio. Hang on. Oh, I can't? Oh, because it's already assigned. Okay, we're fine. I'm having a minor breakdown. We're fine. Oh, fuck. Went down a brief rabbit hole. I can't remember most of the information that I've received, but I was like, I was just reading about some, what are some really difficult metals to actually extract? And, yeah, going down that rabbit hole, some of them are like a bloody pain in the arse where, I don't know, they only exist, like, you know, fucking, this isotope only exists as, like, some rare element of an ore that's already rare, you know. And when exposed to the atmosphere, it has like a, you know, it goes bad or something. But it's a pain in the arse. Like, it's not just dig it out the ground, you're done. Yeah, some of like the more sort of niche industrial applications are a real bitch to try and mine. There we go. There we go. Good, good. Waiting for products. Oxidized silver is blackish. Oh, really? It's a cyborg? Also, I discovered in the loft a few months ago when I was rooting around boxes to discover like old sort of baby photos and stuff that I have a silver egg cup. The silver egg cup is a small item that was issued to me on my birth by a relative because silver is considered fortuitous. It's a tradition to give something made of silver on the birth of a child. Auspicious, I guess? Anyway, a silver egg cup. And there was a fun way in which you can check that it's silver, which I didn't know about until I googled it. Take an ice cube and place it upon the item that is silver, or claimed to be silver, and if it melts really quickly, like shockingly quickly, it's silver. Its thermal conductive properties means that it melts ice crazy quickly. Like you won't believe it, like seconds quickly. So yeah, popped an ice cube in the egg cup, gone. I was like, wow. I also discovered when I was going through the boxes in the loft that all of this stuff was from my childhood. It was all like items and keepsakes and stuff. And I had two boxes, and one was a box of sentimental value, and the other was a box of, what the fuck is this? The one called What the Fuck Is This is absolutely brimming. Basically, what happened is that my mum gave me this box. So in reality, these items from my childhood are things of sentimental value to my mum. Because I don't remember the child that owned this shitty clay pot that is rubbish. You know? Like, I was 5 when I made that. I have no memory of this rubbish, you know, it's just a box of rubbish, basically. It was weird, it was creepy. It almost felt like I was going through the box of some random child that shared my name. And I also found a small plastic bag, and in that plastic bag was some animal fur. And I asked my mum, it was like this sort of dark, sort of fluffy looking animal fur. It was weird. And I asked my mum, I said, why the fuck is there like random animal fur in like a plastic thing? And she turned around and said, that was your hair. I was like, that was my hair? Was I a werewolf? Apparently baby hairs is weird. Maybe it went weird in storage. Hey Lulu. Hey my darling. Hey sweetie. How you doing? You okay? Yeah. Little flower face, look at her. Hi. Yeah, I love you. I do love you. Yeah, she's okay. You okay? Dog. Yeah, she's fine. She's chill. Was in trouble, little troublemaker. You. Right. Just got to ignore her for a bit. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. You want attention. You want me to pick you up. I'll have attention after the stream, okay? There's the rules. Hang on. Corner cap. Right. Yeah, give another 10 minutes. Sorry, I need to watch my phone because of my neighbour. They wanted something from me. Okay. I don't know yet, Cray. I haven't played it for that long. Yeah, it feels very Tropico Settlers meets Factorio. Fun little terraforming element with the dumping of stuff. Yeah, I'm having fun. Alright. So obviously I fucked this up, haven't I? That's not right at all. Okay, so. Oh my god. A bad show. Okay, so. Let's copy this. Copy that. Make another one here. Right. There, yes. And then there. Increase copper production. Right. And then we'll, get the conveyor belts all lined up and copy that too. So that's for the copper plates. Alright. Okay, so we're excavating plenty of coal. So what's happening to the dirt then? Where's all the dirt going? It's going somewhere. Is it just being dumped over here? Aha. Maybe, it probably is, isn't it? We should probably remove that designation now. So this designation, dumping, they're just dumping it into the ocean. Okay. Remove that designation. Then again, that's also human waste, isn't it? Which is being built up from the settlement. So I should probably get like a dedicated mine control tower just for the sake of waste, maybe? Or will they use that? How's Lulu coping in the heat? Well, it's gotten a bit cooler now. It's not quite as scorching awful as it's been for a long time. But the answer is not well, I'm afraid. She's, she didn't handle the heat very well. Yeah, we're down to only 2 excavators. Everything's going to really slow down there, unfortunately. Okay, so. What do we have? What do we need? Slag is going to build up unless I deal with it. Okay, the output is not quite full yet. What is it waiting for? Waiting for products. Coal. Okay, not enough coal. Needs to be delivered. Vehicles have gone back to being extremely busy. Right. Go back to the research. Yeah, keep research going. So that's level terrain. Blueprints. Irrigated farms. Crop rotation. Vegetable farming. Housing. That looks good. Settlement water. Conveyor lifts. Conveyor belts. Ooh. Custom services. Advanced concrete. Roads, maybe? Retaining walls. No, that's a new form of production. Tree planting, groundwater pump. Let's do crop rotation. Wait, custom surfaces, road stuff? Open research. Hang on. Let's go over here. Aha. Concrete surfaces. Cobblestone, metal, brick. I see, we need to go through advanced concrete first. Alright. Alright then. So, we've removed those conveyor belts. Not connected. Connected. How do we... Oh yeah, we need to get down the actual things, don't we? Hang on. So transport U-shaped connectors. No, these are... No, but it's already cast, isn't it? So just flat connectors. Okay. Put that there. Flat connector here. And then move this over here. Right? Delete the old one. And have this full of copper. Yes? Nope. Oh, I'm still... Fuck, you're right. I'm still missing the second part of the copper making. Shit. The second part of the copper making is copper electrolysis. So water and impure copper. Okay. Right, so one... Yeah, we'll start here. Put it there. Right. Hi there, Smoke Jam. Yeah! I tried to play Dyson Sphere Program, but I bounced off of it, I'm afraid, for like the 3rd time. I was in the mood for Factorio, but I've played too much Factorio. Alright. Oh, yeah. I need to wrap up in a minute, I'm afraid. Getting late. Dare you ask the space engineer's hours count? Oh, hour count, sorry, names. Don't know, actually. Hang on. Space engineers. What does it say? Space engineers. Total hour count. Oh, not as high as I thought. 1,233.5, apparently. I like space engineers. Alright. Okay, delete that. Remove it. Alright. Ore sorting plant has been blocked, so we can't get rid of the copper. Or the rock. So we've got to dump that somewhere, haven't we? Okay. What's going... Yeah, those are foresting. So where are we going to dump all the rock? That's pretty cool. Going to chop into there if we can. I mean, for now, just dump it in a huge pile, really. I mean... dumping stockpile... Dumping designation. So what was that there? Open tutorial. Yeah, dumping, please. Okay. There we go. Just dump this here. No, I did it again. Fuck. That's a ramp, not a flat surface. So what we want to do is a flat surface that's high. And then build a ramp to get up there. So build a ramp here, I think. And then build a ramp down. Yes, no? That doesn't look like a ramp to me. Or is it just going the wrong way? It's fine. There we go. Bit awkward, but there we go. John says, since I'm into cooking, what is my kitchen knife situation, and is keeping them sharp part of the routine? Yes, indeed. I have numerous kitchen knives, a 3 set, which are relatively blunt compared to how they used to be, but I have one of those roller sharpeners in the drawer below. I also have a knife which I swear is going to kill me. One moment. I need to be exceedingly careful with this next demonstration. I have a series of kitchen knives over... So, as mentioned, I'm very fond of cooking. I need to be extremely careful because Lulu's obviously present. Extremely fond of cooking, and therefore I have a series of knives which are fairly well worn over the years. Many, many scratches over, well, many, many meals that I've prepared. Now, the other day, when I say the other day, probably like a year and a half ago, my mum pointed out that a gentleman that she knew was having like a... I think he died or something, and his stuff was being sold off or given away. And my mum wanted to know if I wanted any of the knives that he had. Apparently, he was either a semi-professional or professional chef. I said no at first, but changed my mind when I thought, well, why not? I mean, if it's a good knife, it's a good knife. This thing arrived. an extremely sharp blade. Really, really sharp. I'm not even sure that it's a particular brand of high-quality kitchen knife. But, oh my god, this thing, I swear, has a soul. There is something about this knife which is just, it's desperate to stab me. It sometimes randomly falls off the kitchen counter, or I go to place it in the washing rack and it misaligns itself to try and get me. Like, I'm wielding this thing extremely carefully because I swear that this thing is not only razor sharp, but it's heavy and seems... I don't know, it sounds odd, it sounds peculiar to describe it. I have a healthy respect for this knife. Oh, it does hang on, it has an emblem on it. What's that say? It says KD Professional. What's KD Professional? Have a Google. KD Professional. Bespoke hand-forged knives from Dorset in the UK. Oh, yeah? KD Knives. What's this? Okay, it's not an old then. Established in 2021. KD Knives hand-forged. Okay. So it's not like a traditional... So hang on. Is it £240? You're joking. It's not that pricey, is it? It is... It's about 33 centimeters from tip to tang. Hang on. Is it here? Just scrolling down the list. I couldn't see it. Knives. Kitchen herb chopper. Kitchen knife. That could be it. Different handle though. 240 quid? Yikes. But yes, as mentioned, I'm finding myself, wielding this with extreme care and respect. Because it is staggeringly sharp and is able to absolutely annihilate vegetables when I cut with it. So, yeah, this is when I do my cooking, this one's the big gun. Anyway, yeah, that is a very, very good knife, especially compared to the others. Right, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to carefully put that back in a minute. That's true. The last owner did die. Oh no, what happened to his soul? His soul is chopping my onions. Hang on. 1 second. The dishwasher is angrily beeping at me because I opened it searching for the knife. It wasn't in the dishwasher, but I left the dishwasher open. 1 minute. Okay, carefully, come with me. Gently now. Okay. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I'm actually fucking no, burnt to crisp. I opened the dishwasher looking... I wondered if I placed it in there, but I had not. No. Right. Hang on. Right, anyway, so what's the time? Time is about 20 minutes past 10. Probably should leave it there. No, it wasn't, Arkama. It wasn't. Anyway, so... Yeah, well, thank you for watching, folks. I'm going to bog off and wind down and give the dog a good cuddle. Yeah. So we're going to have a cuddle. I'm going to go... Yeah, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So give the game a save. Right. Hang on. There we go. New save. Pick this up again later. Right. So I'm going to go and watch another episode of Severance. I've decided to rewatch Season 1. I was making notes because I wanted to do that presentation to you guys about Severance, but it was so long ago that my notes were out of date, and I fancied rewatching it anyways. So, yeah, right. Duck, shut up. Right, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to go settle down, watch some Severance, and chill. Yeah, right. Hang on. Who's doing what? Who's playing what? Q is on, and my brother is on. I'll host up my brother. I think I hosted up Q last time. Right. So this is my knobhead brother. Time to cuddle the dog. Right. Hang on. So, have a lovely, lovely evening. I'll catch you again soon. Yeah. Take care, everyone. I'll see you. I'll crack on with Valheim bullshittery soon.